my living in vain? Is my body in vain? Is my passion in vain? Is my travel in vain? No, of course not. It's not all in vain. 'Cause after all, it's Lady Devine.
Lux, 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 Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's her name, don't wear it out. Lady Lux, Lady Lux. That's her name, don't wear it out. Hopping out the bed, right? Gotta get my tummy tight. I'm gonna get my body wrapped today. That means you going right.
Let's spin the block to the group home. See what them boys on. Looking out for them men, making them feel like who? Mike Jones. Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. 4 days and 3 nights. Lux, get your flight right. Tune in to Biz 1, 7 p.m. on Wednesday night.
Fashion talk, let's not forget where you get your fashion pick. Latest fashion in the mix. Yeah, you know it's gonna be lit. Ow. 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 Lady Lux. Lady Lux. Lady Lux. Lady Lux. Ow. Ow. Lady Lux.
Yeah.
That she don't need no applause. High fashion, like Goyard, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold heart. I know I gotta keep my shorty on go, 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 go. Drop that ass to the floor, floor, yeah. High, whoa. You ain't gotta deal with none of these no more. If we hop in the Benz, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my pride, babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of bass. But let me tell you, I like you a lot, babe. I wanna start at the top and the bottom, babe. Know you want the shoe with the red on the bottom, babe. You know I like when you ride at the top, babe. She wants your name and D-O-Yo. I'm only doing cash app, don't need promo. I pull up to the high rise, I'm in a fofo. Inside Coco. If I got a feeling, I keep it inside my heart. And I keep a paddock too, cause I don't do facades. You see my diamonds even when I'm in the dark. And since you got it, it make you go and do anything you want. Shawty made that class, you don't need no applause. High fashion, like Goyard, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold. I know I gotta keep my shorty on go. Drop that to the floor, yeah. High, whoa. You ain't gotta deal with none of these no more. If we hop in the Benz, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my Prada babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of bass. That flash, you don't need no applause. High fashion, like Goyard, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold. I know I gotta keep my shorty on go. Drop that to the floor, yeah. High, whoa. You ain't gotta deal with none of these no more. If we hop in the Benz, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you my Prada babe? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of bass. But let me tell you, I like you a lot, babe. I wanna start at the top and the bottom, babe. Know you want the shoe with the red on the bottom, babe. You know I like when you right at the top, babe. She wants your name and D-O-Yo. I'm only doing cash app, don't need promo. I pull up to the high rise, I'm in a fofo. The inside Coco. If I got a feeling, I keep it inside my heart. And I keep a paddock too, cause I don't do facades. You see my diamonds even when I'm in the dark. And since you got it, it make you go and do anything you want. Shawty made that class, you don't need no applause. High fashion, like Goyard, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you cause you got a cold. I know I gotta keep my shorty on go. Drop that to the floor, yeah. High, whoa. You ain't gotta deal with none of these no more.
Ready?
Yes. How y'all doing, y'all? It is cold outside. Thanks for tuning in to the Lady Devine Show on Busy One Radio.
The views and opinions expressed by the host and or guest on this show are not that of Busy One Radio. Busy One Radio is a public platform where your opinions and your views are heard, talked about, and taken very seriously. These views and opinions are broadcasted to our listening audience for their entertainment. We thank you for listening to Busy One Radio.
Thank y'all for listening to Busy One Radio, the Lady Devine Show. Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. We have a special guest, y'all, today from New York City. It's a rap star. Come on in, rap star. Hold on, Chris gonna have to bring you up there. How do I add that? Let's see if I can. There. Okay, yeah. I did it. Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Yeah, Ali, we met and talked about doing the show, but we've been doing so much business, and I really appreciate your work. I mean, it's just outstanding.
Of course.
Woo!
Thank you.
So, rap star, tell me about yourself. Where you from?
All right. I'm actually from Pittsburgh, PA. I'm not from New York City, but I got family in Brooklyn, but I'm from Pittsburgh, PA, East Coast still.
Okay.
And I'm a hip hop artist, the type of style of hip hop that I do is like it's between like the 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s. That's my style. You know what I'm saying? And
the best
of course, you can't deny golden era, not only just in hip hop, but the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s was a special time. If you was fortunate to live through all of that, but it was definitely cool. And my music is about uplifting the Black and brown community, the Black, Latino, and Native American population of the Americas. So that's how I dedicate my music.
So are you
teaching?
Latino?
I don't like to say Latino.
Okay.
And the reason why I don't like to say Latino is because I know the deeper I know the deeper meaning and the deeper history. So actually I got a bachelor's in history, specializing in African American, Latino, and Native American studies. And what I tell people is I don't like to call myself Latino or Hispanic. I don't even like to call other people Latino or Hispanic because the real Latinos are Italians. That's where the Latin languages, all the Latin languages come from, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the French. even Italian, they all derived from the Latin language, and the Latin language derived from Italy. So when people are referring to Latinos, especially here in the country, they're referring to the people who have Latin descent. So rather, if you're has Spanish descent, Portuguese descent, French descent, Italian descent. If you speak within the Latin languages, they call you Latino or Hispanic, which means
Mm-hmm.
somebody who's from, Hispanic background from Spain. And all the quote unquote Latinos here in the United States and South America and the Caribbean, we're not Latinos, we're Native American first. And then that's where I call myself Native American and Black. Latino, that's because of the conquistadores and how we got conquered. It's like being Black and somebody saying, well, you speak English, so you must be from England. Be like, do I look like Queen Elizabeth to you? Nah. It's the colonizers. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I had to break it down to somebody. My dad told me one day there was a woman who came to him and said that, how intelligent she thought Africans were because they speak multiple different languages. But that's not really a skill set. That's because they've been conquered about 4 or 5 times by different people who speak different languages. So if you got colonized by the France, best believe your ass is speaking French. If your ass got colonized by German, Dutch, you're going to speak whatever language your people got colonized from.
That is very true.
So, mhm.
Yeah.
So I like to call myself Native American. So I'm actually, I am Black, African, of course. Um, Black History Month, power to my people.
Power.
I'm Native American, Indigenous Native American. So I am Seminole Native American from Florida, and also Taino Native American from Puerto Rico. My father's father was born on a Florida Seminole reservation, like that whole side, or was born on a Seminole reservation. So like my dad and my aunts and uncles are like actually the first born generation in Pittsburgh from my dad's side. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what's up.
mm,
And your degree is in history. That's awesome.
yes, yes. I
So
love history.
where do you plan to take your degree?
For right now, I'm just sitting. I would actually like to go further and actually continue to get like my master's or my PhD. Like my mom, she has about like a few MBAs and degrees. Like she got it all. She got all the accolades. But for right now, I think I would like to actually teach history and teach self-awareness, self-love within my music. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. So I always said if you wanted to go to college for 2 years for an associate or 4 years for a bachelor, if you continue to go to grad school, all of those years that you require these information, I want you to have those same information when you listen to my records.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
You ever thought about getting into the elementary or middle schools?
Nah, because they have a curriculum. They follow a certain curriculum and they don't teach the right history. You know what I'm saying?
True.
They go by what the textbook says, and with the textbooks, like the history is his story. So they're speaking on the colonizers' history, and it's not even the right history, not even from their standpoint. It's not
Right.
even the right ones. So
His story.
I always shied away from actually going into middle school and high school because it's just like I'm fighting against the system. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
or maybe charter schools, because it's a lot of kids out there that learn differently, and
Hmm.
to be able to learn through music the history, that would be phenomenal.
Right.
You
And
know,
Catholic, because I went to Catholic school half my life. So at that time, the Catholic school, it was crazy. Like it was right in the middle of the hood. And at that time in the 90s, it was so Afrocentric. So we had like in my neighborhood, we had every summer we used to have Harambe. And that was like an celebration. And they had African food, African art, African dance, African teachings. It was just so Afrocentric. We don't have those anymore.
Yeah.
But you know, even though I went to high school, I mean, even though I went to Catholic school, being a part of, you know, being black was something that was always brought up in both households. So my mom had, you know, they split up, but I always used to tell people, I said, imagine waking up and everywhere you go in the house, there's African art, African artifacts, African anything. So I'm waking up to uh, King Tut. I'm waking up to Ramses. I'm waking up to Cleopatra. I'm waking up to freaking lions and cheetahs and, you know,
Oh
ancient
shit.
African kings and queens. Like I think when I was like 8 years old, I had a big poster of Hannibal. He was
Mm-hmm.
sitting on a he was sitting on a throne. He had like elephants tusk like on his throne, and like I was really into, like, you know, being black, pro black growing up. So that was just something that was always a part of me. And it shows within my music as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I see you wearing the big gold chains.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah, that's
inspired
me.
who inspired you to wear those?
Um, my top favorite artists. I got like 5 artists that I hold, like, they're not like my top, like, dead or alive, but they're the top artists that I would say is the reason why I am the way I am. So two people. One of them is LL Cool J. I
Hey.
was I was actually yeah, I was actually about to wear my Kangol. I was
Oh
actually about to
yeah.
wear my
Oh
Kangol.
yeah. That's what's
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
yeah. But he's a big part of, you know, who I am, and as far as the, you know, the look and everything, and of course 50 Cent and the G Unit is the another, you know, influence.
Okay. Yeah. I can see both.
Yeah,
I'll,
and
I'll,
actually I got 50s on a shirt right here. The Get
okay
Rich or Die Trying. You
then. All
know.
right. So do you
So if
make
you
those shirts?
Nah, well, some of them I do, some of them I don't. So if you look through my TikTok, I have like this foundation on my TikTok where it's like a hip hop sanctuary. So
Wow.
all of these clothes that I have, like, these is all for me. Like, these are stuff that I collect for myself because I'm a hip hop artist and I love hip hop. So one day I decided to go and I started liking all of these graphic t-shirts that had my favorite artists on them. And they weren't just regular pictures, like they were album covers or like just something that made it pop. So I bought this shirt one day and I decided, you know what, I'm going to probably make shirts like this that's similar to like this shirt, but I'm going to do the album covers. Like, how many times have you actually seen somebody walk down the street with an album cover on their shirt?
Not
You
very
know?
often.
Yeah. So this is the Get Rich or Die Trying one. I made shirts that I designed myself. Um all of the albums that released on G Unit up from 2002 to 2005. I'm still working on the ones after, but after this I made the G Unit album, the Beg for Mercy album. I put that on a shirt. Shortly after was Lloyd Banks, The Hunger for More. Then it was The Game, the documentary, and then I bought a shirt that had 50 Cent's The Massacre on it, Massacre album cover. Then after that, I went and I did Tony Yayo's Thought of a Predicate Felon, and I also did Olivia. If you remember Olivia, she's the
I
singer
do.
that's on Candy Shop. You
Yeah.
know, I got her mixtape that she came out with G Unit is actually one of my favorites, my favorite shirt to wear. Um, and all the other ones that I have is just miscellaneous stuff. Like I got jackets, like I got like a jacket that got Aaliyah and DMX on it. I got another
What?
one that has, yeah, I got another one that got Mystical on it. No Limit. I got another one with the Fugees on it, the Fugees album cover, the score. I got Wu Tang, Cash Rules, Everything Around Me, Cream, Get the Money, Dollar Dollar Bill, y'all. Got the 36 chains on that. I got the Proud Family, if anybody remembers remember the Proud Family that was on the Disney Channel. I got a jacket of that. I got a hockey jersey of, if you remember, Snoop Dogg's first album when he came out with Gin and Juice.
Yeah.
If you remember when he was riding on the bike in the front and he was wearing his Pittsburgh Penguin hockey jersey and it got Gin and Juice on the back. I got that too. You know what I'm saying? I got a Rough Rider, a Rough Rider hockey jersey, the same Rough Rider hockey jersey DMX wore. So my whole clothing line is just hip hop. So when I put out these videos, I like to decorate these videos to not only show people like, hey, look at my clothes, but I give them something like this nostalgia, and I give them like, yo, this is the artist that I like, and I'm a rep them. And the song that I put out, you might remember it, you might not. This is what it is. So I promote myself, promote the clothes that I wear, and that's only when I don't have any records out. I do that just to keep the momentum going.
Okay, so we got a song that's coming up, your first one. Tell us a little bit about that before they started.
It's called Political Statement. It's produced by New York Bangers. What's up?
Political Statement.
Yeah, Political Statement. And I released this. I was trying to release this during the political elections when it was the week when it was deciding like who was the president. But when I did that, I guess it was like an influx of like hip hop artists or artists who was kind of like putting out the same song with the same title. I mean, it wasn't the same song, but it was the same title. So I had to push it back from my music license, and it like came out like 3 weeks later. But this is my latest single right now, Political Statement, and it's crazy. Like, if you like 90s and early 2000s hip hop, you're gonna love this.
Those were the
You're gonna love
days.
this.
Bring them back. Bring them back. Okay, here we go. Political Statement. That was awesome. So, how do you think that Mr. Trump, because he's not my president, would have liked your song?
What if he did?
What do you think he would think about your song?
He probably, you know what, he probably would think it's cool, because if you actually remember, like before Trump was president, he was actually kind of hip hop cool. Every like people in hip hop actually, I would listen to Lil' Kim and she'd be like, yeah, we at the Trump Towers, listening to Shine, we at the Trump Towers. He was actually kind of hip hop cool. If you actually would like listen to a lot of hip hop, artists would actually reference him a lot. He would be in a lot of shows and everything. I mean, he was in the Home Alone movie. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people they just look at him right now, but I mean, he's a puppet. Anybody who is, in the president, like I always tell people, I said, it's not really the president you got to worry about, because the president is the figurehead. It's the people behind him, like his cabinet, and the people who actually make the decisions for him.
True.
So that's what it is. So it's like me personally, I don't think voting matters. That's why I said vote red, no, vote blue, no. Your ballot's invalid. I'm letting the whole U.S. know. Just remember, 60 years ago, they didn't even want black people to vote. They told us we had to go and get a gumball machine and try to like guess how many gumballs was in the machine for us to vote and everything. Wow. This is historical facts. You know what I'm saying? So, I look at it, and then if you remember back in the 90s when it was George Bush and Al Gore, when they was going at it, and then all of a sudden George Bush won the presidency, but the ballots was missing in Florida because his brother was the governor of Florida. Right. Like all of this stuff is like happening. I'm looking at it and I'm like, every time I look out, like every time I walk out my door, it feels like I'm walking into a circus. So I walk outside during the presidential election. It's like political Bloods and Crips. You know what I'm saying? Who you banging? Who you banging? Who you repping? You rep it. What? Nah, we ain't down with that. It's political Bloods and Crips to me, and that's just how I feel. I feel like this country has been bamboozling their their citizens for a while, for a long while, and there's enough evidence to back it up. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell people, I was like, it shit really don't matter if everybody in the United States decided not to vote. Do you think our country is going to be presidentless?
Right.
No, they're going to find some way to put somebody in there. They're going to do something. You know, it's just, I don't know. Like, people just be like, oh, it's your American right. And it's like, you have to vote. Be like, nah, you don't really have to, because they're going to.
I do believe that you should exercise your vote, because the ones who do not, it seems like the opposite person always go into office. And it seems to me like it's because it was not enough of us that had the same values that was going out voting.
Did you want Obama to win?
I definitely did.
Did you vote for him twice?
I definitely did.
See, I didn't. So you got it. You got it. See, you got it.
Yes.
The first time I couldn't vote because I was too young. I was like only 17.
Oh wow.
When he first was up for presidency, and then after that, I was like, what? I graduated from college, so after that, I still wasn't really interested. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, it feels like if the American government wasn't so much of a joke, then I would probably take it serious. But it's a joke. If you go outside of the United States, there's people outside of the United States looking at us like we're a joke. And I agree. It looks like it's like 5 o'clock on Fox Network, and Jerry Springer's right, like it's about to come on right after, Judge Judy and all of that. Judge Judy. Then after that's the Jerry Springer. After that's Maury. Like, I feel like that's what the government is. It's just a whole thing. And, like this guy said, he said, don't matter who is the president. It's all planned. Everybody got a plan. You know what I'm saying? It was people who's in high positions. They can tell and press buttons. It's just the fact that they program it and they make you want to say, you're not a patriot if you don't vote. And it's like, well, I just don't understand, because to be honest with you, if anybody's a patriot, it's all the black soldiers that fought in Vietnam that you spat in the face with. It's the Native Americans that you took the land from. It's the, Hispanic people that you packing up and putting them across the border, even if they are illegal or not. You know what I'm saying? Right. Nobody is legal in Native land.
How do you
so that's fucked up. It's definitely fucked up, because if you got to understand the certain demographics of people, right? So automatically it's racism, because automatically when people say illegals, they automatically think of people who live south of the border. They ain't talking about the Canadian who snuck over here. Mm-hmm. And they're talking about the Eastern Europeans that came over here. They're not talking about the Africans. They're not talking about the Arab people. They specifically looking at the Latino people, the people who speak Spanish, and be like, you're the problem. Well, guess what? You get rid of them, who's going to build your homes?
Exactly.
I work at Home Depot. I know. Who's going to build your homes? Who's going to do your plumbing? It's the jobs that the black people evolved to not care about. We did those jobs like 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago, and even beyond that into slavery for free. You know what I'm saying? But they're coming over here to try to get a better life. Isn't that what their ancestors did? They came over to America, killed all the Native Americans because they said they was being oppressed by their king. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weird to me. And then on top of that, Mexicans are Native Americans. This is their land. Half of the United States used to be Mexico, California, Texas, Colorado, New Mexico, all of that. All of that used to be Mexico.
Right.
But we know what happened with that.
Yeah, it's sad. So, are you currently independent?
I am signed to a label, Beautiful Danger Entertainment. Shout out to Beverly Bush, that's my manager and the CEO of the company. So that's who I'm signed to. I'm not signed to anybody else or any major label, but yeah, that's what I'm rocking with.
And so is that your goal to get signed to a major label?
No, I
Okay.
want to stay independent. I want to stay independent and learn more, like a lot more about the business as I go, so I can be independent and maneuver and try to work it out. Um, my aside from like music, like I told you, 50 Cent is like my top influence, but it's not only just for the music; it's also the business. Watching him, it was like a radio interview that he did with Hot 97. This was like back at like 2005, and he said, if any artist out there who's listening, once you get signed, artists think that they made it somehow just
Right.
when they get signed to a major record label or something. But just because you get signed, that doesn't mean that you made it. What you got to do is you got to take that, you got to work with the best possible people, absorb all the information and make it work for yourself. A lot of artists, they just think it's just going into the booth and making a record and hopping on YouTube and getting views and everything like that. But people really don't know the business side of it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's what I'm trying to dig into.
Yeah,
On
that's
top
most
of me
important.
being in history. Mhm.
Yeah. That's most important is that people get a book. It's a book called This Book of Music. Get that book, read it, understand what you're doing, understand where you want to go, and make it
Mhm.
the best. And it don't stop there. Become a business person, like you said. 50 Cent, perfect business model. He just keep reinventing himself, keep reinventing
And,
himself.
and, and you
Take
know and you
yourself-
know what and you know what's crazy about that? I told that to my father. I said, you know what? I ain't gonna hold you. The best people in the music business are ex drug dealers. And I say that because they apply the same mentality that they had on the block and they applied it to the music business. 50
Right.
Cent's a hustler. We always know that he was a hustler. From the gate, he was a hustler. And he continued to evolve and expand his empire and everything. That's why you see certain people that he was cool with and he might fall off with them, because I remember when I was a kid, when I was a teen and I started my rap group. And it was like the thing to do was, yo, I got a rap crew, right? I'm the leader right now, this, that, and the third. And I realized, looking back on it, being 34, I'm the only person in my rap group that actually is rapping.
Mm,
My dream wasn't everybody else's dream.
right.
My dream was somebody else's phase. You know what I'm saying? I had plans for them, like, okay, like I said, I followed 50 Cent in the G unit. So I'm like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm a model and I'm gonna promote my music the same way they do. We're gonna come out with mixtapes, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that just to get our name popping. But everybody's dream wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
so
you look at it now. It's
we
crazy.
have the 90-ish,
1990.
1990-ish. That's coming,
1990-ish.
and we're
Uh-huh.
gonna talk about it as soon as they play the song.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's Rap Starr, East Side, Pittsburgh, established February 7th, 1991. It's such a beautiful danger. Yeah. It's rap to the star, rocking a blue tango, Puerto Rican pendant on the chain, watch it dango. New York Vegas just made another hit. It's rap to the star on my 1990-ish. Past tagging, Timbos, dragon product of the 90s, never been on no bandwagon. I'm in the toe tagging, murking MCs, the blues can trail us. No way I'm letting you breathe. Defecating on MCs with Napoleon complex. Regurgitate back my hot shit, acid reflex. Legendary status, what? Hurricanes pursuing. Been rocking shows since the Black Student Union. Rap to the star, rocking a blue tango. Puerto Rican pendant on the chain, watch it dango. New York Vegas just made another hit. It's rap to the star on my 1990-ish. On my 1990-ish. down to follow why I move up the slums for. This is the suburbs where I see the subfloor. I'm a humble kid that don't wanna live here no more. Let me wanna kick in the door, cause I ain't paying rent. Don't judge you niggas live with mom watching it get thick. It's been like this for years since you was a kid. Head bulls banging enough to get your own crib. I see you bobbing and weaving, balls. Tell you open your mouth like I just let you leaking. Nothing light about this MC. I'm a roughneck. I'm a fucking masterpiece. You just a rough sketch, man. What the fuck is wrong with hip hop? Rob's the dance, not the saturation of a woman's crotch. But that's cool. That's alright. Now hoes literally serious can rock the mic. Rap to the star, rockin' a blue tango. Puerto Rican pendant on the chain, watch a dango. New York bangers just made another hit. It's rap to the star on my 1990-ish. On my 1990-ish. On my 1990-ish. On my 1990. It's rap to the star on my 1990-ish. Peep this, can you follow my linguistics? Break your fast, won't hesitate to hit a bis quick. Fly, I defy the rules of gravity. Wapo, hearts up out the chest cavity. Flows like 151 mixed with Everclear, but equal bass. Fucked up like Corona, yeah. On the mic you get busy, leave the game and then tizzy. Whole career on stay put. Kizzy, I know when I'm gone, you're going to miss me. It's fucking with my level of degree. History, learn from aftermath, all this Cal University. Part my French, but I get peeve at these weak MCs. Come out fine after snitching. Even lesbians ain't fucking with 6'9" position. And I'm proof, hip hop ain't a liar. Spirits of my ancestors is my only ghostwriter.
Yay! Thank y'all for tuning in to the Lady Devine Show on Busy One Radio. I want to give a couple of shout outs. Shout out to Creed, shout out to Hosh, shout out to Nicole, Rondell Williams, Freddie Butler, Sonny Brook. Let's see. Yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the Lady Devine Show. You know what I'm saying? So we got my boy Rap Starr, and that was his song that he just played, 90ish. Tell us about that.
Oh man. Shout out to New York Bangers again. He you know, did that record. When I first heard that record, I fell in love. Like I literally fell in love with the beat. Like I listened to that beat, I said, yo, that's the definition of hip hop right there. Like this is gonna make you spin on your head on a cardboard box. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I'm saying. So I was like, yo, I gotta get it. And that was actually the first record that I recorded with him. That I got the beat from. And I had fun with that record. Like as soon as I bought the beat and I listened to it, put my headphones on, I got my pen and I got the pad, and it wasn't no thinking. I just flowed with it. And it was crazy. So I just wanted to do something that would just hit it. Like I was like, yo, I'm trying to get all these punchlines, all these bars. I want people to know where I'm lyrically at, my skill set. I got a couple double entendres in it, you know. So I'm the type of rapper, like it's like Eminem. Eminem is my number one artist that I'm like, yo, that's my favorite. That's the person that, you know, got me into rap. 50 Cent is the reason that, you know, got me serious. So when you hear things like Eminem and you hear the skill set that he's on, that's what I'm trying to, you know, aspire to. So when I'm coming in with these punchlines like, yo, this is where I'm trying to be on Shade 4-5 with this, you know. I wish I was my age back in 03. This record could have been on the 8 Mile soundtrack. Like, this is crazy. Yeah. You know, somebody actually told me, they was like, this record could be played on a classic hip hop station. Like it just got that vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and they got that New York, that boom bap vibe to it too. So like it's It's a great record. It's actually one of my favorite to dates that I actually recorded. I have fun recording it. Got a lot of energy, man. A lot of energy.
Yeah, yeah. So with your music, you can always go and do some soundtracks. Have you thought about that?
Yes, I thought about doing soundtracks. 'Cause I grew up on the soundtracks. I think one of the best soundtracks that I ever heard, and it's a classic. And it's not even hip hop. I would say the most classic soundtrack that I ever heard has to be the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack.
Oh yeah, that was nice. Very, yeah.
I mean, you got your classic, you got your Brandy, you got your Mary J. Blige, you got your Whitney Houston, all this. Like, it was crazy back then. So definitely, I always had a dream to have my song on a soundtrack that people could feel, people could go back. Because I do it too. There's times where I'm watching TV and I'm listening to it. Like, there was this one show I was watching. It's called Afro Samurai. It's an old anime show, and it first aired on Spike TV. And it said the Wu-Tang did the music. So within the song or within the movie, I'm watching it, and there's like this one Pacific song. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Got on it, went to Shazam, played it, it picked it up, boom, artist came up just like that. So that's what I want people to do with my music. They're like, oh, who's that kid? Let me go search for him.
Yeah.
And there you go.
So make sure you put in the comments how they can contact you. I wanted to
No
talk
doubt.
about the production of your songs. Do you use the same producer, or do you go out and find different ones?
I use different producers, but I'm picky when it comes to producers because, like, my style is East Coast. Like, I actually got a record that's West Coast, so I have like an East West Coast 80s, 90s, early 2000s style. I'm not really into trap. I'm not really into the mumble rap. I'm not really into the drill. I'm not like I just can't get jiggy with that shit.
Yeah.
It's cool. Some songs are right. Like, actually, my song "Power to My People" was actually a drill beat. I didn't know that until somebody told me it was a drill beat. And the beats be hard. The beats be hard, but the rappers who be rapping on them, they need to step their bars up, man. They would have never made it in the early 90s spitting the way they spit like that. Like, nah, man, we try and hear some piff, man. Like, you over there trying to get high all the time. Nah, man, I want to see what you spitting, son. So,
right.
That's just where I'm at. But I use different producers, even though I have New York bangers. I got 2 records, actually 3 records that I bought from him. My next record that's coming out, I'm trying to have it come out on at the end of this month or the beginning of next month, and that's another banger. It's called Happy Birthday Hip Hop. And huh?
Say it again.
Happy Birthday Hip Hop.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and it's a dedication. So within that song, I'm making hip hop like an older woman. You know what I'm saying? She just turned this year. So if she was a woman, if she was a person, she would have been 52 this summer. This summer, she would have been 52. So the whole
season, not older, season.
There you go. There you go. Mature. Yeah, mature. Yeah. But I'm referring to like the woman. She, like I said, she's a mature woman, and we just got done having a concert. All the hip hop icons just did a big concert, and we're throwing her a surprise birthday party. So as we're doing it and the song's going, I'm expressing to her in 2 verses how much she meant to me since I was young. So what I tell people in every aspect of like who I am, my mom and my dad got me into entertainment. More so my dad than my mom. I've spoken to my mom. She totally didn't have no idea. My dad, he kind of gauged me into it, which was weird for my mom because my mom worked for radio stations most of my life.
Wow.
Yeah, so the Catholic school that I was talking about that I went to, literally next door was my mom's radio station that she used to work at. So if I got in any trouble, all the teacher had to do was pull up the window, like, "Yo, come get your son." That's all they had to do. So my mom, she worked for a radio station that was called WCXJ. And another one she used to work for was Whammo. They were actually the only two black radio stations in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Yeah, at that time. But my mom, she didn't work on the music side. She worked on the news side. She was the ones that would, if you ever heard of the April Ryan report, the woman, she's like a correspondent. So she goes and she reports back to the people the things that she would go into, like Washington, and talk about, laws being passed and everything. And she would go and she would do radio drops that you would hear on the radio, like, "Hey, this is April Ryan, da da da." My mom was the person who was behind editing her, drops and her, things. So I learned a lot from that. Me and my mom did radio drops before for a shoe store back in like the 90s. I was like 4 years old. I was like, "I need shoes, Mom, I need shoes." And she would come and she would do the advertisement and everything. And it was so deep. It's like when you go and you in the radio station at that time, it was cassette tapes that you would put in the slots and everything like that. I was doing that with my mom. I was doing that,
right there, boy.
right. And then with Whammo, her second one, she was on the news side still. In the same building was the news side, it was the AM, and it was the FM side. The AM side was more news, but at night they would play like talk radio with Bev Smith. They would even have the Quiet Storm, if you ever remember the Quiet Storm. Yeah, they would have that. Like, imagine being like 10, 11 years old, driving 5 in the morning to the radio station, and you hearing all of this. I'm hearing, as soon as it came on, you would hear Love Zone, you don't have to be alone. Like, all of that came out. So I'm young and I'm soaking it up and everything, and I'm hanging out with the DJ. So that marked me. And then they would used to give me like boxes of singles. Remember singles when before the CD came out, you had the singles and they would have that. I had boxes and boxes of singles they used to give me. Yeah. When my mom got married to my stepfather also worked for a radio station. He worked for an all-talk radio station. He even had the keys to the radio transmitter where he used to park his motorhomes in 2 cars. And we would go camping all the time. So that was stuff that it helped mold me. And like my father, real young, he would be banging classic hip-hop records. We talking about Biggie, Tupac, LL Cool J. He used to bang LL Cool J a lot. That's why I am the way I am now. He used to bang the GOAT album. He used to bang Shine. He used to bang DMX, Too Short. He bang Dr. Dre. All the classic hip hop artists. Even in he would go into the R&B and bang Backstreet. Not Backstreet, but Blackstreet. Then he would go to Guy, then he would go to Aaron Hall, then he would go to Kim. Like, all of these classic hip hop and R&B artists I was around, so I soaked up game, and that's what it was.
All right, so we have our last video coming in. Which one is it? Let's see. Addiction. Lyrical Addiction.
Señores,
les
voy a decir quién soy.
Okay.
Yo soy Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria. Mis ojos están en todos lados, o sea, ustedes no pueden hacer una puta sola mierda en el departamento de Antioquia sin que yo me entere. Me gano la vida haciendo negocios, así que pues fresco, tranquilo. Ustedes pueden aceptar mi negocio o aceptar las consecuencias. Plata.
This shit is drugs. Motherfucking narcos. I'm carrying 16 bars right inside of me, esophageal. I'm the main supplier. This shit is so fucking fire. It's feeding you all this dope. It's the beat, is the crack fighter. These so-called hustlers on the real, better stop it. Like I don't got a punch on that side of my corner pocket. This is that good shit. No stems, no seeds. One hit for me and I'll be taking all of your fucking beats. Since you niggas like the pop Danny's and Molly's and shit, turn up your fucking volume, get addicted to this. Hypnotized by the flow, it's like you're comatose. Go ahead, press repeat, have a lyrical overdose. I point at the take over rap. So when my crown broken, ambitions of an angry pissed off you, the king that was coking this nose, serving you up nice, giving you blue magic. Not your head and say my name is, and I'm a rap. This shit is drugs.
Taking it everything, taking it everything, taking it everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it everything, taking it everything, taking it everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it everything, taking it everything, taking it everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it everything, taking it everything. No, your rappers just plain.
See now, rap store, get the chronic. My style is 90s, hip-hop dipped inside and palm and fluid. No high I could describe for being in the magazine. Ain't no profit, but I seen it in my dreams. Give you 16 2 verses, I double the profit. Look around, give you 3 verses. Now you got a problem. You got a Baltimore love thing for the kids. So your lyrical performances, I ain't nothing to fuck with. When you feel it down, it never fails. I'm way better than the lethal injection the record label sales. I'm lyrically spazzing to give you orgasm. No minute man in my career, bottle I'm everlasting. No warning shots, me I'm forever blasting. Lay the rest for killing hip hop. Here's your fucking casket. I'm no follower, always been a maverick. To the mumble rap generation, I'm a left jazz drug.
Taking it everything, taking it everything, taking it everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it everything, taking it everything, taking it everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it everything, taking it everything, taking it everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it everything, taking it everything. No, your rappers just plain.
I gotta say, this rap star guy, that's 2 weeks in a row I've heard him. And I haven't heard a dude like that in a long time, as far as being very philosophical and actually has some meaning in his songs and the way he speaks. I'm really feeling him, man. I mean, I'm loving it, man. I mean, it brings me back to how I was back in the day.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it everything, taking it everything, taking it everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it everything, taking it everything, taking it everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it everything, taking it everything, taking it everything.
This shit is drugs.
Taking it everything, taking it everything. No, your rappers just plain.
All right. Tell us about that one.
That was an old joint. That was an older joint, and you know, I look at it and I was like, I was spitting some joints, but I could definitely tell how I am now. The records that you heard, the political statements in the 1990s that I elevated, you know, as an MC, as a lyricist, you know, my delivery's better, you know. So it's definitely looking on some of those older records that I have. And I got a lot of older records, you know, that's like crazy. Like I have a record that's called The Conversation, and it's about a young MC having a conversation with the Most High, and the spirit of Tupac and Biggie is coming in, and he's having a conversation with the spirits of Tupac and Biggie. Yeah, that's on my SoundCloud, and you can look and you can peep the video. I put a little video together, you know how I do, on my TikTok, and the video really brings it out. Like it really brings what I'm saying out. And you could see the transitions to, like, I'm literally real hip hop. Like I'm hip hop. Like I had cousins that actually came to me and said, you know what, Cam, you could rap, but it's not our type of music. You're rap. I mean, you're hip hop. We like rap. You know, we're hip hop, you know. But now they start appreciating it and because like hip hop as a whole, hip hop has 5 key elements to it, and that's knowledge, that's MCing, DJing, b-boy, and graffiti. You know, all of those are the 5 cores of hip hop. And I try to embody that element, even though I'm not a graffiti artist, I'm not a b-boy, you know, I'm not a DJ, but I have knowledge and I'm an MC. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to project to everybody around me.
That's what's up. So do you write your own songs?
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
I ain't no Drake, allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, he put it
I mean,
out
you know what? You'll be surprised. A lot of your favorite hip hop artists, even back in the 90s and even in the 80s, some of them had ghostwriters, some of them had people that wrote for them, and they're like big artists. But I don't care about that. What I care about is if you're trying to compete and you talking about you the best MC ever, you the best rapper ever, you the best lyricist ever, but you need help with the pen and pad. It's a little different, you know, and you cheat. You know what I'm saying? So that's like having a relay race, and as soon as the gunshots and everybody's off, it's like that movie Borat, where dude came around and shot everybody in the knee just so he can go and win that race. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how I feel about people who write they joints. You can't say you the best lyricist or you the best artist and you got somebody else writing. You know, even like Easy E was guilty of that. Ice Cube wrote for everybody in NWA, but what solidified Easy E is he was actually doing what he was saying that he was writing the records. He was actually a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? So he was real about that, but he didn't write his rhymes. Everybody knew Cube said it. I wrote everybody's rhymes. Dr. Dre, as many hits as Dr. Dre has, he has help with the pen. But we don't revere him as a rapper. We know him as the group of NWA, somebody who brought Eminem, somebody who brought Snoop, somebody who brought 50, somebody who brought Kendrick. And he is the #1 producer. He's like the Quincy Jones of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people get their accolades wherever they get their accolades. But if you know you're not a lyricist, don't try to come over here because we'll kick you out. You don't belong here.
If you had an opportunity to tour with anyone, any music artist, who would you tour with?
Michael Jackson.
Oh no, they gotta be alive now. They gotta be alive today.
Gotta be alive today.
Yes.
Janet Jackson.
Ooh wee. She coming here for the jazz festival, the music festival. So you know I'm all
Word.
Jazz festival, but she'll be at the music festival this summer. I got to get my tickets because I cannot wait.
My sister went to see Janet a couple of years ago. She came over here. You know what? I would actually like to go on tour with Don Omar. If you ever heard of Don Omar?
I have not.
Oh man, he's a reggaeton artist. You know reggaeton, right?
Yeah.
So he's one of the OGs in reggaeton. He did a song called Reggaeton Latino, the remix with Nori, Fat Joe, La De A. Like it's a crazy. It's like if you remember, reggaeton was very big back in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these were the regular, like the Prima J and the Nina Sky. You know, I would love to go on tour with them because that would actually open up a bigger demographic for me, being that I am native, who also was, colonized by the Spanish, also with English too. So the Latino population, that would be a whole demographic of people. I remember having an argument with somebody because they said that J-Lo was her biggest records was when she was with like Ja Rule and LL Cool J. And I was like, I can't say that, bro.
Yeah,
Yo, you know she do albums in English and Spanish, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's more Spanish speaking people here, right? So I was like, so that's like having dual citizenship, yo. Like you can have the Spanish vote, the Latino listeners, and you have American listeners. Like it's crazy. So definitely somebody who is not, you know, the origin is outside of the United States would be better because of the demographics.
That's what's up. So I want to give a shout out to Carlos Winburn from Las Vegas, David Gray, Day to Day, and Ralph Hill Jr. And we out of time. Can you believe it? We've had so much fun.
It's crazy.
Learning about you. What do you want the people to know from this takeaway? What do you want them to take away about you?
I'm real hip hop. You know, if you're looking for real hip hop, I mean real hip hop in contemporary time, I'm one of those artists, you know, Rap Star, aka Hurricane Cam. You can find me everywhere. Go to Spotify, YouTube, iHeart, iRadio, iTunes, anywhere that's a music outlet, you can find me. You know, go to my TikTok. It's Rap to the Star, ITSRAP, the number 2. THESTARR, and it's the same for my Instagram. YouTube, it's Rap to the Star Music. Facebook, Rap Star, aka Hurricane Cam. You know, let's see, SoundCloud slash RAPSTARR. Twitter, Rap Star 412. You know, so you can find me everywhere. I'm everywhere, man.
So tell them again how to spell Rap Star.
So my actual name, Rap Star, is one word, RAPSTARR. If you're looking for my TikTok or my Instagram, you got to spell it. It's Rap to the Star. So that's ITSRAP, the number 2, THESTARR, and you'll find me.
That's what's up. And so also he's an excellent graphic designer. He put together videos and graphics that's like out of this world. I'm like, wow, where you learn that at?
Yo, I've been technical like that. I just been technical. Like I always been in stuff like that. Like I would do things like when I was in college, and I would go do performances for like AIDS awareness, the Black Student Union when they have a talent show and everything. Again, I followed 50 Cent in the G Unit. So when they used their mixtapes to go and promote the next album, every time I had a show, I would go to the Mac Lab, print out 1 million posters of myself with the shirt off and everything like that, so I could pass them out and sign it to people and everything like that. I would throw T-shirts out into the crowd and everything. Like I was doing that. So I'm not only I'm the promoter, the artist, the graphic designer. And it's how I want it. You know, it's something that I would actually watch. If I wasn't me, I would watch me.
Right.
You know?
Say, you heard that. If he wasn't him, he would watch him.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So thanks again for coming to the Lady Devine Show on Busy One Radio. We appreciate you. Looking forward to big things with you. And I'm sure I'm going to have you back.
Of course.
Yes. So good night. Thank you all for tuning in.
Good night.
Stay warm, y'all. It's cold out there.
See ya.
What's up, everybody? This is Lady Devine. It's Wine Down Wednesday. Go get your wine, y'all. And we got that old school basement music. You know that one that make you sweat, y'all? Like, with the flashing lights.
I can do whatever I wanted to.
Because of your work.
Because God gave it to me. And now I'm using the tool that he gave me, which is this voice that I'm here with these lovely women.
Say,
guess what? We all lifting each other.
Yes.
But it took me 40 years to learn how to say, no, I cannot do it.
And you covering it up because you know you in the wrong. You doing wrong. Stop it, sister. Stop. Stop letting these men take advantage of you.
It's divine.